Suspense. This is the Man in Black, to bring you men and women in the armed forces of the United Nations, one of America's top spine tinglers. A special rebroadcast of Suspense, produced and directed by William Spear and scored by Lud Gluskin. If you have been with us before, you will know that Suspense is compounded of mystery and suspicion and dangerous adventure. In this series are tales calculated to intrigue you, stir your nerves, to offer you a precarious situation, and then withhold the solution until the last possible moment. And so, with Jeff went along for the ride, and with the performance of Gene Kelly, the man named George Gavery, we again hope to keep you in suspense.
To 314?
Yes, sir.
I want a room.
The name, sir?
George Davery, but I haven't got a reservation.
Oh? Well, I think we can fix you up, Mr. Davery. If you'll sign, please.
Sure.
Excuse me, friend.
Yes?
I couldn't help hearing your name, Javery, huh?
Oh, that's right.
In relation to Frank Javery of Cincinnati?
Oh, not that I know of.
Oh. That's kind of a funny name. No offense, you understand, but I just thought, you know.
Sure, I know.
Been doing quite a lot of traveling, haven't you, Mr. Javery?
Huh?
I see all them stickers on your bags.
Oh, yes. I've been out of the country.
Room 610, $450 a day. Will that be all right, Mr. Davery?
Sure.
You, gonna stay in Reno very long?
Just overnight.
Going east?
Uh-huh.
You driving?
Yeah. Hey, what do you want to know?
Thought I'd tip you off to a good place to eat, see? You like steaks?
When I can get them.
Better stop at Harry's place, then. Best steaks between here and Chicago. Here's the address. I wrote it down for another fellow this morning, but he left before I could give it to him.
Oh, well, thanks.
You, driving back east alone?
Yes. Hey, what did you say your name was?
I didn't, but it's Brown. Steve Brown.
Well, look, Mr. Brown, if you want a free ride east, why don't you
me? No. I'm heading up to Portland, see.
Oh, well, have a good trip, Mr. Brown.
Same to you, Mr. Javer.
Thanks.
Don't forget to stop at Harry's place, Mr. Javer. I think you'll find it a very interesting spot. Very interesting.
Mr. Javery.
What is it?
Did you notice the fellow with only one arm?
No, where?
I didn't think you did. He said he was a friend of yours. But don't have nothing to do with him, Mr. Javery. He's no friend of yours. He's no friend of anybody. Don't have nothing to do with him.
Oh, here's your drink, Mr. Javery. Thanks. Oh, did your friend find you, Mr. Javery? What friend? One-armed fella. He was looking for you. He said I should keep my eye out for you.
A one-armed man, Mr. Davery? Why, no, there's no guest at the hotel that answers that description.
I tell you, I seen him coming out of your room, Mr. Javery. I don't know how he got in there, but I seen him coming out.
You heard me. I'm checking out.
If there's anything wrong.
Oh, no, there's nothing wrong. I'm just checking out, that's all.
But at 3 o'clock in the morning.
Look, I said I'm checking out. Now, please get my bags out to the car. Just put them in the back of the car.
Yes, sir.
Now, look, kid, for the last time, do you know?
I don't know nothing, Mr. Javery. Honest, I don't know nothing.
Okay, here.
Please. Look, here he comes now.
Hey, wait a minute.
Thanks, Mr. Javery.
You, going east, mister? Oh, it's you, huh? Say, what's the big idea?
What's the big idea?
Now, listen to me, my one-armed friend.
I can't help having one arm, mister.
All right. But what's the idea of following me around? You've been following me ever since I got here.
Oh, well, I'm sorry about that, mister.
So am I. Now, what about it?
Well, you see, I'm kind of down on my luck, so I'm hitchhiking. I started to get east, and I heard you were going east, so...
Oh.
You are going east, ain't you, mister?
Well, yes. Yes, I am.
Do you mind if I come along a feet?
Oh, all right, hop in. Say, there's one thing you haven't explained to me yet.
What's that?
What were you doing in my room? Hitchhiking?
I was never in your room.
Then bellboy said he saw you come out.
I don't know what he said, but I was never in your room.
Ah, it's kind of late to start driving, I guess.
I don't mind. I am used to night work.
Oh. Say, I don't think I got your name.
Jones. One-armed Jones, they call me mostly.
You traveling far, Mr. Jones?
As far as St. Louis.
Uh-huh. Have you been in San Francisco lately?
No. No, I came by way of San Diego. Why do you ask, Mr. Javery?
Oh, nothing. I thought I might have seen it.
What's the matter?
How did you know my name?
Your name? Just an old hitchhiker gag. Hang around a hotel lobby and find out who's who and maybe where he's heading, see?
Yeah.
Say, there doesn't seem to be much traffic tonight, does there?
No. Are you looking for something?
Oh, just reaching for a cigar.
Get your hand out of your pocket.
I was
Get it out, I said.
You don't have to pull a gun
No?
on me.
All right, Mr. Jones. Come on, let's have it. What's your game?
Game?
Yeah, your game. Come on, spill it.
I don't get it.
Neither do I. I suppose you haven't been tailing me ever since I checked into that hotel.
Well, I explained about the hitchhiker.
Get out.
Out of the car?
You heard me.
Okay. But, Mr. Jameson...
What?
Don't be too surprised if you see me again sometime. Good night, Mr. Javery.
All right, put him up. Come on, get him up and step out in front of those headlights where I can see you. Come on before I let you...
Shoot, mister.
Well, what do you want?
Not to get shot right now.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Kind of jumpy, aren't you?
Yeah, maybe. Were you going into this joint here?
Well, I was.
Well, come on, I'll buy you a cup of coffee.
I think I earned it at that.
Oh, howdy, folks. Good to see somebody. I was kind of late, eh?
Yeah. Black coffee, huh? How about you?
The same, I guess.
Look, I'm sorry I frightened you. Say, what's your name?
Eileen Harrison. What's yours?
George Javery. Say, what are you doing walking along 1,000,000 miles from no place at this time of night?
I started driving east in the $50 jalopy yesterday like a fool. It just fell apart on me. I was coming in here to phone or something.
Oh, how far east you going?
Greenwich, Connecticut.
I'm going to New York myself. You're welcome. I mean, if...
Well, I've...
Oh, look, if you don't like me, you can always get out and start to walk again. What have you got to lose?
Well, all right. Thanks.
And I could use a little company right now.
Oh, here you are. Piece of pie? Piece of pie, bud?
Huh? Oh, no.
How about a hamburger? We got good hamburgers, you know. We got...
No. Just be quiet a minute, will you?
Be quiet.
Yeah.
What's the matter?
Shut up, now, Sylvie.
Sure, anything you say.
Hey, what's the matter with you?
I'm listening to something, that's all.
What?
Here he comes.
Hey, where you going?
That wasn't it.
You know, what's going on, bud? You hot or something?
Now, there's a car out there. It's been following me for the last 200 miles.
Yeah? How'd you know?
I know it. I took a side road. He did, too. I tried to duck him, and he hung on. He kept following me. I'm sure that... Listen, that must be it now. He's not coming in. He's waiting.
For what?
Me. Look, Eileen, here are the keys to the car. Go out and drive it up the side entrance. I'll be waiting at the door.
All right.
No, go ahead. He won't hurt you. Hurry.
Okay.
Hey, mister, you ain't in trouble, are you? I don't want no trouble in my
keep your
place.
shirt on. You'll be all right. Here.
Don't you want your change?
No, keep it.
Hop in. I'll slide over.
Thanks. Look back now. There's that other car following.
I don't think so. Say, look, Sal, I don't want to be nosy, but...
Eileen, I wouldn't kid you. I don't know what it is. Is anyone following us?
No, I don't think so. Uh-oh.
Oh, right.
Well, that doesn't necessarily mean it's someone following us.
No? How fast are we going now?
About 60.
All right, watch.
Hey, please, be careful, George.
I'll be careful. Is he coming?
Uh-huh, I think he did. painting on it.
Yeah, I thought so. Well, we'll see how much this guy wants to play.
He had a pretty big car, you know.
Yeah, I know. Still gaining?
Closing up pretty fast.
Oh, I can't stand this much longer, and I'm going to do something about it.
What are you going to do?
I'm going to pull to one side, slam on the brakes, and see what happens.
George!
I'll force him into the ditch if I have to. It's what he's trying to do to us. Hang on. I'm trying to. Come on, let's get out of here. Yeah. Did you see him as we hit? Notice anything about him?
Not much.
Well, I did. He was a man with only one arm. Well, this is that Harry's place that guy told me about. You sure you like steak?
Who doesn't?
Well, it's the place for you then. Find a steak besides Chicago, they tell me. Come on.
Table for two, sir?
Yeah, please.
Right this way.
Whole thing amounts to this.
Right here. Here's a nice table right by the window.
That's fine, thanks.
And, madame?
Thank you.
2 steaks, please. Both medium rare. All right?
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
George, to get back to our little problem.
Our little problem?
All right, so it's your problem and I'm stuck with it. Are you sure you don't have any enemies?
Well, how could I? I've been out of the country for over a year. I didn't have any when I left.
Well, could there be any connection with that work you were doing with the Chinese government?
Oh, not a chance. Well, look, I don't know any secret plans, and I have no Agent X9. Well, all that's out.
Well, maybe it's all just a coincidence.
Oh, sure. One-armed guy tags me all over Reno, then says he's a poor hitchhiker. Then he acts like he's trying to pull a stick-up, and then 100 miles beyond where I dropped him, he shows up in a big Cadillac. Just a coincidence.
Phone for Mr. Javery.
George,
Telephone for Mr. Javery. Phone for George Javery.
Yeah. Another coincidence.
what do you suppose?
I don't know, but I'm going to find out.
George, don't.
Come on, we'll both go answer.
Are you Mr. Javery?
Yeah.
Well, that's good. They've been trying to reach you all day.
All day?
Yes, this is about the 10th call we've had for you. The phone booth is right this way.
One little coincidence after another. Calling me all day at a joint I've never been in before in my life.
George, don't answer.
Now, look, you just keep an eye out while I'm in the booth. Oh, pardon me.
My Afrs.
Hello? Hello? Hello?
Can I help you, sir?
What? Yes, I had a call on this wire.
I'm sorry, but your party seems to have disconnected. Did you call them?
No, forget it.
What was it?
Come on. Let's go out to the car.
Well, what was it?
I don't know. Whoever it was, as soon as I answered, they hung up. Come on, there's a guy following us. The guy I bumped into at the phone booth. Oh, that's what that phone call was for. Get in the car, quick.
Here he comes.
Oh, Mr. Jeffrey.
George, he's pointing something.
Camera.
Thanks, Mr. Jeffrey.
Hey, what's the idea of taking pictures of me?
It's a hobby. I'll send you a print at the morgue.
Come on, George, have fun. This is one of the really bright spots of old Chicago.
Yeah, a little too bright.
Ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen, we present direct from 10 weeks run in New York, the world-famed sharpshooter, Professor Glittenheimer.
All right, George, he's good. I saw his act in Hollywood. He's quite a comedian.
Well, that's swell. A little comedy would come in handy now.
George, he's promised me. Come on, relax.
Okay.
He's good with the light bulbs, and whether he hits them or not, they always break.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, blindfolded.
He didn't even aim at it.
Sure, that's the point. Lady was going to shoot straight up, and a bulb in the back of him will break.
And now over my shoulder, the left shoulder. No, the right shoulder. That's hard again.
George, your glass is shattered.
Come on, Eileen, we'll leave.
Ladies and gentlemen, please. The performance will continue. Keep your seats, please. Oh, please.
Wait, sir. Don't leave. I'm terribly sorry. Won't you stay and finish your dinner? Please, sir. Our apologies. Most regrettable accident.
Yeah? Only it wasn't.
Wasn't?
An accident. The tonic up there shoots blank cartridge.
Well, of course, but...
Yes, and what broke my glass was a bullet. And it didn't come from the stage.
$1. Thank you.
Good old Bear Mountain Bridge. Well, we're almost there.
Yep. With any luck, we ought to be in New York by 10 o'clock.
And the way you've been driving, I don't see how anyone could have followed us.
Oh, why do you think I was driving that way?
See, it's a beautiful night. Look at that moon.
Yeah. Let's stop a minute.
Why?
Oh, I don't know, just to look down at the water.
All right.
It's been a long time since I've seen the old Hudson River. I guess I better turn off the lights. I'm not sure I'm allowed to stop in the middle of the bridge.
Come over here by the rail, George. Gosh, isn't it lovely?
Yeah, it really is. Now look at that boat down there. It looks so little. I wonder how far it is down to that water from here. Oh, I guess about 150 feet or so.
I'm awfully glad you decided to come this way. Why did you?
Oh, it's less traffic and not as many cars as on the George Washington Bridge or the tunnel, and, well, there's less chance of being spotted.
You still thinking of that?
It's kind of hard to forget, isn't it?
Just the same, I wish you would. It's not doing me.
Look.
What?
The car. That looks like it's going to pull up behind us.
George,
No, I don't know, but if some monkey's looking for trouble, he's going to get it because I've had enough.
What are you going to do?
Now, look, I'll crouch down in front of the car here where he can't see me. He'll pull up behind us so his headlights will be on us if he's up to anything funny.
I'm beginning to pull over now.
Now, look, okay. You talk to Solemn. That was it.
All right. But, George...
Hey, don't you know you're not allowed to stop in the middle of the bridge?
Why? I just stopped a minute to look at the water.
You alone?
Why, yes.
I thought I saw a man standing here with you just now.
No?
There's a California plate on your car, ain't there?
Yes, I just drove through from the coast.
You pick up any hitchhikers on the way? Anybody that looks like this?
Like what?
Like the guy in this picture.
Oh, that's the picture someone took at the...
I thought so. All right, sister, where is he?
Right here, bud.
George, look out, he's got a gun.
Why, you...
Now, let's see how good you are without a gun.
George, the railing, he's trying to throw you over. George!
Come on, kid, let's go. Well, we made it. Home at last.
Home? This is the Bangkok Hotel.
The only home I ever had in New York.
Boy, take these bags. Now, sir, if you leave the key, I'll have your car garage for you.
Yeah, sure, here.
Thank you.
George, I could go home, you know.
What? Not allowed to Connecticut this time of night?
It isn't that far.
Come on, you get a good night's rest right here. Then you can catch an early train in the morning.
Well, all right.
Yes, sir. You'll wish a room then, sir?
2 rooms, please.
Yes, sir. Will you sign here, please?
Mm-hmm.
Thank you, Mr. Ted. Oh, Mr. George Javery.
What about it?
Nothing, sir. Only we have your reservation.
Reservation? But I... Oh, I get it. Another coincidence.
Sir?
Skip it.
George.
Eileen, look, maybe you're right. You better go on home.
George, you're coming home with me.
I'm sorry, Eileen, but this is journey's end, and I'm going to see it through.
Well, then, so am I.
Eileen.
Please, George.
Okay, come on. Well, what do you know?
What?
Our friend sitting over there by that post.
The man who took the picture?
Yeah. Last act coming up. Oh, clerk.
Yes, sir.
What room do I have?
706, sir.
It's fine. The lady?
Yes, sir. Room 614 for her. Front, boy.
This way, Mr. Javery.
got?
6, please.
George, shouldn't you call the police or something?
Tell him what?
Oh, I don't know.
Now, look, honey, you get a good night's sleep, I'll be okay. I mean, after all, this is New York.
6 out.
Good night, darling.
Good night.
Seven.
It's right this way, sir, to the left. Here we are, sir.
Just put the bags over there, son.
Will that be all, sir?
Yeah, here.
Thank you, sir.
Hello, George Javery. Took you longer than I expected.
Brown, the man I met in Reno. What are you doing here?
Waiting for you. And the name ain't Brown, it's Javery.
Avery.
Yeah, George Javery. Javery, I can't thank you enough for what you've done for me.
What I've done for you.
Sure. You've been a great help.
All right, let's have it.
Look, Javery, you've come to the end of the road. But I think you're entitled to know why. You don't know me, do you? I'm Bill Malone.
Oh. Scarface Malone.
Yeah. Only I don't have scars anymore, see? That's the point. Took me 2 years and a lot of pain to get a new face. But I didn't get it just to look good in a coffin. Know what I mean?
No, I'm afraid I don't.
After a guy in my business has been away for a year or two, he's not always welcome back, see? And he generally finds out about it with a bullet in the back. That's why you struck me as a good idea.
Oh, I did I?
Yeah. I don't believe in taking chances, see? The boys thought I was coming east under the name of George Javery.
Oh. So the one-armed guy and all the rest...
Yeah, he was one of my boys. And you were kind of rough with him, Mr. Javery.
Well, he wasn't exactly playing beanbag himself.
Jerry, he wouldn't hurt you. I just sent him to tell you, so I have a line on where you were. After you dusted him off, it was just a break for me that you went to that steakhouse. Otherwise, I might have lost you.
The candid cameraman, too, I suppose.
Yeah. After I lost Jerry, I figured I wouldn't take any chances. Send a picture around to the boys. Like the guy that took a pot at you in Chicago. And the guy you tossed over the bridge. The boys that were out to get me, see? Only they didn't know all the time it was you. No chances. Know what I mean?
Yeah. Only I can't exactly say I'm glad to have been of service. So if you drop that gun, I'll go.
Not yet, Javery. There's just one thing more you can do.
Yeah?
Stand over by that window.
What for?
Stand over there and drop your hands. Boys wouldn't quite understand if you had your hands up.
The boys?
Yeah. The ones I've been telling you about. When I pull up that shade, they're going to take a pot shot at me through that window. When they do, they'll get me. Only it'll be you. They'll never know the difference. Now, over to that window. They know you're already here, so move.
You don't mind if I sort of stroll, do you? After all, this is a surprise.
Come on. Over to that window.
And if I don't?
I'll plug you.
And if I do? You see, Malone, that's the trouble with your system. No incentive. You know what I...
Don't make a move.
George, is anything wrong? George!
Get over there in that corner.
Don't hurt her, Malone.
Just going to lock the door, that's all. Taking no chances. See?
Then here's some light so you can see what you're doing.
What are you...
George! Oh, George!
Oh, it's all right, Arlene. It's all right, darling. Well, here lies our nemesis, the late Mr. Scarface Malone. Otherwise known as the guy who never took chances.
But he's dead.
Yeah, smart guy. But he made just one mistake. He forgot that the door is right in line of fire with the window.
George, what are you going to do?
I'm going to call the police and explain this little drama to them. After all, I think it's about time people stop taking pot shots at your future husband. Don't you?
And so closes Death Went Along for the Ride, starring Gene Kelly. Tonight's tale of Suspense. of Suspense bring especially to you men and women in the armed forces of the United Nations a preview of our next tale to further intrigue you and stir your nerves until you hear the entire story at the same time 7 days from now. So here it is, your special preview of a portion of next week's story of Suspense.
What's the matter, old man?
You know as well as I do what's the matter.
No, frankly, I can't say that I do. To me, the world looks rather well.
Does it? And Jessica feeling better than she has for years. Is she?
Well, isn't she?
Of course not. How could she be?
And why shouldn't she be?
Damon, don't you realize there's been a murder?
Oh, to be sure. So there has. And a good thing, too, if you ask me. What of it?
What of it? Can't you see the thing is hanging over this house like a curse?
I hadn't noticed anything hanging over this house, profane or otherwise.
And what about Jessica?
Oh, I suppose it's bound to upset her a little, but she's really in fine shape, Ben. It's going to be marvelous in this play.
There's more at stake in this than a play, Damon. The thing has never been solved. Perhaps it never will be.
Perhaps that's just as well.
But Jessica can't remember. Don't you understand, Damon? She can't remember.
Well, then, Jessica can't remember.
Listen to me, Damon. I wouldn't mind it if it was just that other people thought she might have done it. But they would do that anyway. But she does.
Oh, come on, Ben. I don't believe it.
I've talked to her, Damon. I know.
Oh,
Damon,
see.
I love Jessica more than anything else in the world. You know that.
Yes, Ben, I do.
But this way, I couldn't.
You couldn't marry a murderess. I think it would be rather exciting. Now that you mention it, I rather wish I had. Instead of some of those I did marry.
Damon.
I'm sorry. Pretty serious to you, isn't it, old man?
Did you think it wouldn't be?
To tell you the truth, Ben, I hadn't thought about it at all. That's the trouble with being an actor. As long as your part's good, you don't give a hang about the rest of the play. Yeah. You told Jessica?
Yes. We had a long talk.
How did she take it?
You know, Jessica, she carried it off, of course.
Ben, you know, in spite of all our histrionic bickering, I'm rather nuts about Jessica myself.
I know you are, Damon.
I have no very fundamental objections to you either. I would describe you, my dear Benjamin, as adequate.
Thanks.
So I think perhaps you and I'd better have a nice, long, heart-to-heart talk.
What good will talking do?
I think if you'll do the listening and let me do the talking, you'll see. Lend me your ears. I will a tale unfold.
And so until next week, when you will hear the rest of this exciting tale, we keep you in suspense.
This is the Armed Forces Radio Service.